It's an automatic.
Yes.
If you love your child, your children,
Yeah.
with whatever condition they come in, you would do everything
Right.
necessary, everything in your power to know what it takes, even without special needs.
And this time, we're going to have you, Sara, interview me. Actually, I didn't mention that you were a former movie star, former parliamentarian,
I got a lot of
You wear many hats.
I wear many
Right.
hats.
So-
It depends on what mode I'm in, I guess. Mom / working mom / entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur,
presenter.
so you own a business.
I was an event organizer before
I
I went to Parliament. Now I'm going to be helping out with a family business, and we are focused on sustainable energy.
Oh, wonderful.
That's right.
Okay.
So, my turn.
That's right.
Why did you start the Janda Becanda? Where did the idea come from?
I talk a lot. And I forget a lot,
So-
too, so I just...
So this is your diary. Hey, by the way, I'm starting a show called Sarah's Diary. Okay, just letting you know.
Is it going to be a monologue, or...
It's pretty much me sharing ideas and my thoughts.
Can I go on that show and just be a running commentary on the side, like girl for real,
Oh, girl, yeah, preach it, go. Okay, that's right. I don't know.
Okay.
That could be a fun thing, actually.
That if you're asking how the show came together for Janda Becanda, this is basically the brainstorming session.
So this is how it
But
started.
that's the kind of way that creation happens, right?
Was it you talking to some friends and then they say, hey, why don't you start it?
Yeah.
Or was it actually you who went?
Yeah, I did. I went somebody was saying, was being very sympathetic towards my divorce process at the
Right.
time. I was like, yeah, just like,
Okay, what was
here
that?
we go. I know, here we
Okay.
go. And then and every time somebody, I mentioned, you know what? I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going to call Janda Becanda. And I got a reaction from people
Hey, cool.
that it was like, you are out of your mind.
Oh, okay, never mind. That was not. Why? Who said that?
You're out of your mind, but then they laugh, but even though they think
They're
that-
supportive.
they're supportive, but just like, you're crazy. And
No,
so
girl, don't you have enough things to do?
or anything better to do.
Anything better to do. Hey, this is good stuff. Come on, we're sharing our
I
knowledge.
know.
We're
So-
letting people know they are not alone. You
Right.
know.
Today, a few days before International Women's Day, and so we decided also to pay tribute to International Women's Day. So that's why I wanted to meet with the lady, that has it all, does it all, superwoman.
Who's Stop it! I'm gonna fly out of here. Okay. Let me ask you another question. Talking about International Women's Day, do you
Sure.
have like a figure, like a public figure or a national hero that you look up to,
A national hero,
or
Like,
just a public figure,
or
or
our-
a politician, international or
like
national?
beyond
Writer.
Kartini and
Right.
It's a lot of women in Indonesia are noteworthy and they are role models. I'm very much in awe of Bu Sri Mulyani.
Right.
That's our one of our ministers.
Finance
Minister. But all around badass lady, right? And then speaking of badass chicks, Bu Susi is also another.
Who was our former, fisheries maritime minister.
That's right.
Yeah.
But her story, she's like a cowgirl, So she's a badass. She's a badass.
Okay, there you
badass
go.
in that sense.
There you go.
Well, so yeah, in terms of on a daily basis, my mother is my biggest role model. So
That's the same thing I say actually. When people ask me who do you look up to, right?
Right.
That's a usual question. And I'm sorry for being cliche, but my parents, especially my mom, I would not be here if it weren't for her.
Right.
What makes you say that you look up to her?
my mother's life is devoted and dedicated towards her family.
Right.
And that complete, undying fealty towards the family, and that loyalty to
Wow.
So
Fealty. Okay, I'm at school again right now. For those of you who didn't know, but like it's interesting.
I hope I used that word right.
You did. You did. You absolutely did. And why I'm bringing that up is because of what happened with a certain royal members. I think people are shocked at how Indonesian women have reacted to it, and how we have reacted to it quite strongly.
Okay.
But here, and I have to explain, because a lot of my friends in the Western countries, they don't really understand why we reacted the way we did. And yet here in Indonesia, as it is with a lot of Asian countries, we tend to be more collectivist, right, rather than individualist.
Okay.
So things like fealty to family, and devoting your life to something more than just yourself, and putting your needs and your wants aside for the betterment of your children.
That's right.
And your family, and it's not even, like when you term it as fealty, like some people just react in a negative way. They're like, oh my gosh, why would you put yourself below another? That's not it at all, right?
It's
devotion.
Well, it's a different way of life.
Is another dying term, I think.
Devotion.
Right? When you are devoted to your kids, when you are devoted and you're saying like, well, you know what? Their needs come first right now.
Right.
And that's why I think we have such respect for our moms, who we've seen sacrificed, right? And put their needs last on the list.
That's right.
That's great, on International Women's Day.
It is fantastic. Although now the movement is also a lot of self-care, a lot of self-love, and trying to find the balance between the two, because
it doesn't mean you're dying, right? It doesn't mean you get to the point where you're so devoted that you're just dying inside and you get into a spiraling and you go into depression.
Devotion, not martyrdom.
There you go.
Yeah. So
puts the line.
Because it doesn't breed resentment, right? So
and bitterment.
And bitterment. So there's a lot of sincerity.
Yeah.
Everything's done out of love, not out of fear.
Honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, what you said just now, it's knowing where to draw the line, or knowing even where the line should be drawn.
Right.
What is the difference between respect that is earned, and that is instilled. Those are very two different things. We talk a lot about motherhood. I was just talking to my friend who's a bit scared of becoming a mother, and I have to remind my friend that, hey, none of us knew what the heck we were doing, and not all of us are like excited to like have kids, but it's an absolute honor, privilege. It's a pleasure, right? I mean, when you love your kids.
This is the one Janda Becanda takeaway, if ever there is any. Okay. You're prepared for nothing. And you're prepared for nothing. But you face it on anyway.
Right.
And with humor, a little bit of love, and that's it. You're all right. You're gonna be all right. Take it easy, everybody.
As long as when you realize that you love someone. I mean, if you can love, I'm sorry, but if you can love your dog, you can love a kid.
Most of the time, even when they're messy, when they spill the orange juice
But still, we love them. We love them.
The next show, Sarah's timeout.
Why does Sara do on a timeout? God, no, seriously. How do you relax? Because how I relax, I read a book.
Okay, that's good because that puts me to sleep. So so.
Dude, what books have you been reading? I can give you some lists, honey. You won't sleep with these.
Okay, books. So the next show is book
what
club with Sara and Tania.
That's right, book club. So Tom, what do you do to give yourself me time?
It's probably not a great thing, but I do a lot of Netflix.
We Netflix. No, I don't blame you. There are some great shows, and last night I caught up on my Suits season. So
all right,
I'm all about
Harvey Specter is your man.
Harvey Specter.
She's a married woman, but Harvey Specter is her man.
No. Okay, last thing. Chris Rock, I still remember this. Chris Rock on one of his stand-up shows said, "Men, do you know why she will never be happy with you?" Or it's like as in no matter what you do, she'll always be mad at you. And he said, "'Cause you ain't her first choice." cracked up so hard. I was like, oh my gosh, thank God. Like at that time I wasn't married yet, but I could imagine. But anyway, so as the last part of the show, we usually do a game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on. You
right.
know heads up, right? I feel like, because I've been trying
No,
this
I don't
with
know what is heads up.
You do not know heads up.
What's heads up?
Okay, no, seriously. So it's almost like charades.
Okay. Oh, God,
Which one you want to do? Oh, seriously?
Oh my God.
Come on, you can
Let's
do
try
this.
blockbuster movies.
All right, blockbuster movies. So do
Oh.
not say the name of the movie, right? So if I guess it right, I flip it down.
All right. A kid, parents went off for Christmas without him.
Oh, Home Alone.
That's right. Okay, so that's correct. Okay. Halle Berry plays her in a tight leather.
Oh, Catwoman.
That's right.
You're
And
good.
so the original was with Will Smith. Not you mentioned the new version is with Chris Hemsworth.
What?
The new version is with Chris Hemsworth.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
With Thor. Thor's in it, but it's not Thor. It's the actor Chris Hemsworth. They're dressed in. It was Men in Black.
Okay, keep going.
All right.
Time.
This dude's freaky and he has an FBI agent that he speaks through a glass. And then
Mission Impossible?
No, and he's giving her clues on how to catch a serial killer.
Damn!
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, you should have just said freaking Hannibal Lecter or Cannibal.
Oh, I'm allowed to?
Cannibalism. I got 2. Seriously, that's so pathetic. That is pathetic. Okay, here, your turn.
Oh my
so when
God.
you get it right, you flip it down. If you want to skip it, flip it
Okay.
up. All right, here we go. I have no idea. Just no, not down. A whale. A whale. It's about a
Free
whale.
Willy?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. The most impolitically correct movie that ever could be.
Oh no.
With
Borat?
Yes. Musical.
Sounds of Music.
No. It's
Grease.
It's very like gory.
Rocky Horror Show.
Yes. Okay. It's about a game. The person goes into the game to look for his father.
Jumanji?
No, to look for his father, and it's all futuristic. Futuristic with lights going everywhere, and he has to go into this game where and he looks for. Never mind. Stop going down. Oh my gosh. Military movie. Military about Osama bin Laden. Never mind.
What was it?
Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30. I haven't watched that movie.
So you did not get the first one, by the way.
Which was what?
Flipped it. It was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I have no idea how to. So
Well,
you
didn't give me the clue on Bill and Ted.
No, I didn't. I said I couldn't. I didn't know what.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we got Free Willy, Borat, Rocky Horror. You got 3.
Oh,
So that
sorry.
was cool. And
Sorry.
and since I gotta go, well, that was fun. And thank you so much for being on or listening in on Janda Becanda.
That's right.
And of course, for tuning in on Let's Talk with Sara. And I'll see you next time.
And then we're gonna catch her on your Sarah's Diary.
Yeah, for our next one. That's right.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Let's Talk with Sara.